Viva Viva market update. Quick market update. It's been a while, guys, but we've just been doing a lot of research so we can give you the best of the best info, guys. So, looking forward for some release rally and let's take a look at BTC. Okay, so we've been trading for the past we're looking at 4 hour time frame. If we look at it, June, let's actually switch to 1 day and then we can just go back and what are we looking at? Bitcoin is forming the same structure that it did back in May. When he dropped the, let's actually grab a ruler. Just grab a rule. Let's see. Opa. Just switch back. Let's go back in. Roll. Actually, I'll roll. Somehow my rule is not working today. So we'll take a look with the price range. So before we dropped 30%. If you take a look, and we did this whole we did this flag here for a couple of a month, and then what I'm saying is the same thing happened right over here. So if you see when the structure broke, it kind of went almost exactly. If we can measure from the top, but we measure from the top is 38%. But if we measure right here, when he actually broke, it probably got the same percentage drop. So we got between that's crazy, man. It's 35%. We dropped 35%. If we're looking at it, Bitcoin's doing the same thing, guys. Look at that. It's consolidating right now. It's building the same structure that it did back in May. As I told you before, every time Bitcoin spends lots of time in between a lower price range, probably is going to drop again. So, I think might be seen. I know a lot of people are predicting now the same thing, that you might go between. If we take a look from May to June, it actually dropped 35%. From June to July, dropped 35. So let's see what would that make. Yeah, we could probably measure from here. 35. Okay, I cannot pass. Yeah, if we're looking 35%, if he does the same thing, 35%, we're looking at 12,240 dollars Bitcoin. So that would kind of complete the whole 85%. Now everybody's saying that Bitcoin might find the bottom to 85%. I don't know if I want to rely on that, but because there's so many things happening in the macro economy, the whole global economy is kind of going sideways, and the inflation's globally is just crazy, not just in the United States, like everywhere it's just getting way crazier. So far, Bitcoin has dropped to nearly looking at 73%. So if that theory, the Bitcoin is going to drop to 80%, which means if we measure like that, so yeah, we're looking at 13,000. If we got a little more downside, but we don't know if we get into a recession. Bitcoin it might drop even further than that, what people predicted. But this is the long time frame when we're looking at. But one thing I'm seeing right now is that the RSI is actually going to overbought. So we might get a release soon. Soon we might get a quick pump, and probably just going up to if we just go back to history. Let's just do a quick thing here so you guys can probably rely on that. Um, right over here. So we're between 20,000, 19,000, 20,000. So the most recent resistant that we got is resistant that we got right over here. We can kind of see how many times they actually tested. Um, we got one, and then we got the next one right over here. Okay, and we can actually go to a lower time frame to actually help us out. Let's go to a 4 hour time frame. Um, okay, cool, cool, very cool, very cool. Uh, yeah, right here. So we can actually take a way better look right here. So the first resistance we got, he touched once, twice, uh, third time, fourth, fifth, sixth. He has touched it a lot, so it might be a very strong. We might just pump up to 20, 2,900, almost 21,000. If that fails, the next resistance I'm actually looking at will be 22,000. I think the Bitcoin will probably, if Bitcoin goes past 2,900, so the latest, the big resistance that we actually have a huge structure right here is 22,000. So I think for those that want to trade, it's a great opportunity. Might just do this, do that, and then just come back down again. We don't know. And definitely people are looking out for what the Fed's gonna be saying today. I don't think will be very positive for the market. I think for those that want to short Bitcoin now, before they say anything. So I'm not saying to short Bitcoin, but uh, based on some history and the long video I made back in I think was a couple of days ago. I talked about the history of the recessions and inflation. You know, they want to control inflation. They're going to let the market just going down so they can cool off all the demand. So today, a lot of people are speculating they're going to stop raising rates. I'm telling you guys, they're not going to stop. They want to control inflation to probably lower it to a very low rate. So they're gonna let the market melt down, and before they can step in. So I'm still seeing a great opportunity in short BTC ETH. Right now, I'm actually shorting the ETH. Uh, you know, some people may say I'm crazy because I'm actually losing right now, right here, losing a couple percentage, but that's the way it is, right? You do your research, um, and based on the data, you gotta be confident. If you lose, if you win, at least you know you did the work. All right, guys. So this is it. This is what I'm. Oh, there's one more thing. I'm actually. Um, that actually I caught a couple of days ago, and I've been kind of track. Is BTC is actually forming a what did I see there? I think that's it. Yeah, it's actually uh, it's just I think I caught this is as BTC was forming. And then we got right over here. Yeah. So um, my I can I had the structures as for right. This is it. You guys will see that it's a perfect triangle right here, which means that probability that I'm saying that Bitcoin might come back to uh 21 to 22,000. It might play out, guys, because at the top of this triangle right here, you have a big resistance. You kind of touch once here, you haven't even come close to retest it. So you might be seeing a beautiful W plane right here for Bitcoin. And then after that, I think she's gonna come back, retrace right back here to 17,000. It might take a couple of months, guys. So it might take a couple of weeks. It might take a couple of days. So who knows? All right, this is it. But you know, which guys, as you know, for those, oh, one more thing I want to just to show you guys. For those, I got a question that when to buy. If you're using my suggestion, if you use Trading View to see when to buy, I'll go to 1 week. I'll go to 1 week, and what I do normally, this is what I'll show you. This is a signal to buy. But if you don't know how to look at that, there's an indicator here. I'm gonna show you guys. Most of you know what it is. It's the which one, if I remember. There's so many. Yeah, you can use what am I going? You can use the RSI. You can just go to RSI. It's free. You can just type it right here if you're using Trading View. Here at the RSI, what I want you to use this one right here that says relative strength index. They actually updated a couple of days ago. So it's pretty cool. Every time Bitcoin is oversold, right here, you do a DCA. You just buy a percentage that you decided. Every time it goes again, you do a DCA. Right here, we're looking at 2018 up to now. If you see, there was a couple of opportunities here from 2018 to 2019, which we had a huge bear market. There was a great opportunity right here between November, December, yeah, at the end of December. So, and then 2020, we had another beautiful opportunity that went from March, when the pandemic became, March, April, uh, and May. And then we had another one on September. And then we had another one on May. And right here, as you can see, it's interesting, guys, that we haven't even got to the, I say this bear market has been pretty bad, but if you can tell, the RSI haven't even come closer to the past, not even the past 2020, the March 2020, which was the when pandemic came, and look at that. We still, which means when we get down here, the probably that's when we get 20, 12,000, 10,000, 11,000, and a lot of people want to. I know a couple people that want to start DCA when Bitcoin hits 15,000. I want to. I have my numbers. I'm not going to tell you guys because if I'm if it doesn't touch that number, and then he's gonna say you're just guiding me to the wrong thing. But I have my own number that I'm gonna do DCA. Start doing my DCA on BTC and ETH. So ETH might get a pump because of the merge. So who knows? All right, guys. For those that don't know how to use TradingView, you know what I like to use is blockchain, center.net. They specify very simple. For those that want to buy the dip or just want to do not buy the dip, those that want to do the DCA, here it is. Every time BTC, we'll look at the whole crypto markets. The blue line is basically a fire sell, which is when you do don't FOMO because it might go even way lower than that. You just do your DCA when you at the blue line, which is the best part because they have the accumulator, which is in a green. But if you swimming here at the blue, it's the blue ocean is the blue ocean. The red ocean is when you get out. And in this time, this bull market on 2021, we never got to the red ocean. So yeah, cool. So any questions? Let me know.